Hey folks, thanks for joining me for another X-Wing game. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's going to be about 65 points approximately. I'm playing against Rich, and let's get on into it. So I'm bringing two ships, two slow ships, a lot of shield and hull value, no agility, one defend die when getting shot at, but they'll hopefully pack a punch. I have the B-Wing, 10 nub, he's got a firing control system which allows me to gain a target lock after shooting on an opponent, and he's got proton torpedoes, and the Y-Wing just a straight up gold squadron pilot with R2-D2, so if I do a green maneuver I get a shield back and an ion cannon so I can shoot in 360 degrees. I did get some questions about this game, so I'll explain a little bit more in depth. See these two maneuver dials here to the right? I get to make a maneuver for both my ships, put them face down, and then once all me and my opponent decide what our ships are going to do, we move them in the pilot level skill from 1 to 9. You can see that orange number, so 1 goes first and then makes an action, and then 9 goes last, then moves and makes an action. And then it goes the opposite order. 9 shoots first, and 1 shoots last. So Rich has a TIE Interceptor, student tier fell with push the limit, so he can make extra actions. He just gets a stress token. And then we've got Night Beast and Mauler Mythal, so we got some souped up TIE fighters. So here's Rich's deployment. Both of the TIE fighters on the outside of the Interceptor. And I leave my stuff over here to the left, nice and cozy and tight, and I'll try to stick together as much as possible. So I go ahead and move these guys up fairly slowly and make a focus action. Focus helps me for both defending or attacking, depending on how I want to use those tokens. And here come the TIE Fighters, moving up fairly quickly. They make evade actions, which is used for only defending. And after movement, no shots are fired because no one's in range, and we remove all of our tokens. So the next turn, Rich goes ahead and flies up the Interceptor real quickly and then does a boost maneuver so he gets out of my firing arcs, which is nice for him. I do get target lock on him with the Y-Wing, and the Y-Wing does do a focus. You can actually notice the Y-Wing's template underneath the ship is actually backwards. He is facing forward, so his arc is forward. The B-Wing made a little wrap around here, so I'm not sure if you can see the TIE Fighter ahead, but he can see the TIE Fighter to the right, and the Interceptor is in the clear. But not from my ion turret. So I go ahead and actually ion cannon this guy, and I actually successfully get that shot onto him. I've lost my ion token, so I'm using this little stress token here. So he's actually going to have to move forward next turn and not be able to see anything, which hopefully I can light him up. B-Wing goes ahead and opens fire on one of the ties. I roll 3 hits, which is wonderful, but he rolls 2 evade, and then a evade token is used to nullify the 3rd hit, so no shots are made through. And you can see here I actually have the ion token. The stress token is probably because he made a second action. He boosted and got that counter, the focus counter. Alright, another wave of attacks here. So the B-Wing goes ahead and makes a sharp right turn. This way he can get to see the Interceptor. The Interceptor moves forward just 1 because he's got the ion token, which we have now removed. And the Y-Wing goes ahead and hits that TIE Fighter, and they cannot hit each other because they're touching. So the only thing, and the B-Wing can shoot the TIE Fighter that it's touching. So the back TIE Fighter can shoot the B-Wing, and the TIE Fighter to the right can shoot the Y-Wing. And Interceptor still can't see shit. Now the B-Wing goes ahead and opens fire onto the Interceptor. I don't remember if it's range 1 or not. If it is range 1, I got an extra die. However, he should have gotten extra defense dice because there's a meteor in the way. I'm not sure if we did that or not, but either way, in the result of this game, he is now dead. And just to give you an idea of where my ships are at, the B-Wing has lost 4 of his shields because with his 1 agility, any of the TIE Fighter shots usually get through no problem. The Y-Wing is still at full health, which is wonderful. So this is how the ships end on the turn. The TIE Fighter to the left will make a bank to our right, and the TIE Fighter to the right will go ahead straight and then make a U-turn. And this is how my ships end up after that. The Y-Wing goes straight. He doesn't worry about turning around because I have that 360 arc, and the B-Wing gets a stress token because he also does a U-turn, as does the TIE Fighter to the left. So we got 2 stress tokens, plenty of target lock, so hopefully I can unload some shots with the B-Wing and do some damage. So I spend my first target lock on the tie in the middle with the Y-Wing and do some ion blasts onto him. So he now has 2 hits onto him. So Night Beast is down to 1 life. And then I use the W target lock for the B-Wing on this Interceptor with my proton torpedo. So I lock in and throw my 4 attack dice at him. I score a few hits, enough to kill him, so he's dead. I've got 1 TIE Fighter left. So the B-Wing has stress, so he's stuck moving forward. The Y-Wing does a U-turn and now has stress, and the TIE Fighter just runs away. The TIE fighters move pretty quick in comparison to these ships. They move super fast because the A-wing and B-wing, the Y-wing and B-wing don't move too quickly, and I'm gonna take forever to kind of track him down. So in a timed tournament setting, the TIE fighter would just run around for as long as he can, just to deny the opponent victory points, and eventually the timer will run out. But you can see now the TIE fighter's closing in, and the A-wing, geez, I keep saying A-wing, the Y-wing and B-wing will hopefully finish him off. A volley of shots doesn't do any damage, but the Y-wing has to go ahead and avoid that asteroid, and the B-wing is going to pass by him. And then we go ahead and continue moving. This TIE fighter unfortunately makes a maneuver right over that asteroid, and it wouldn't be Star Wars if there wasn't a TIE fighter that got crushed by an asteroid. So this little collision ends the game. So the Y-wing and B-wing do not score the final kill, but victory to the rebels again. So I now have 2 wins opposed to my like 10 losses. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Oh, and this picture is strictly for Naren's aid. We love you, Naren, we do, but I am a space pirate, just to confirm your your assumptions. So watch out.